How's it going, everybody? This is the Bearded Tea Cozy back again with a new series about the man, the myth, the legend that is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnie really has done it all in his career. He's been a barbarian warrior, a cybernetic killing machine from the future, a special ops commando, a secret government agent, a pregnant guy, more special ops commandos, a contestant in a futuristic game show of death. He's even played a fictional version of himself. He is that meta. To put it quite frankly, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the motherfucking man. Excuse my French. Basically what I'll be doing in this series is ranking the Arnie films from the very worst to the very best. And when I say Arnie films, I mean Arnie-centric films, so there's not going to be a lot of his early stuff. There'll be no Stay Hungry, no Red Sonja, not even Batman and Robin, I'm afraid to say.
You are not sending me to the cooler.
Thanks for that, Mr. Freeze. You stay frosty. Anyway, sorry about that. As we all know, the higher the body count in an Arnie film, the better the film is. So in that vein, this series will be called Rated Arnie. That's right, I went there, don't judge me. So let's dive straight in with the very worst of the very worst of Arnie films. In at number 25, Hercules in New York. Picture the scene. You're a young up-and-coming bodybuilder, you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you want to break into acting, and along comes a Hollywood studio offering you your own starring role in a new big-budget blockbuster that will make you a huge, bright, shining star. You'd do it too, right? Well, this was the result, and yeah. Made in 1969 when Arnie was in his early 20s, didn't speak any English or have any acting experience. I almost feel bad putting this dead last. I mean, it has its moments. Well, it has a moment. Okay, it has no moments. But we all have to start somewhere. Right, Sylvester Stallone? Huh? Written by Aubrey Weisberg, whose writing credits included Captain Kidd and the Slave Girl, A Man from Planet X, and They Came to Blow Up America. And directed by first-time director Arthur Seidelman, who went on to a long and illustrious career as a TV Movie of the Week director, Hercules in New York is like a fever dream, somebody's bad acid trip. It was the 60s. That somehow got turned into a real, honest-to-God movie. So basically, Hercules is chilling on Mount Olympus with his dad Zeus, assorted people in togas, and his best buds Atlas and Samson, who must have got lost in his way to Bible class or something, and he's bored. Apparently 2,000 years on a mountain, having to wear that costume, wasn't exhilarating enough for him. I know, right? So he heads down to Earth, or more specifically, modern-day New York, or even more specifically, flies down to New York to find some action. Along the way he has hilarious adventures, meets D-level comic actors, overturns taxis, takes his shirt off, puts back women's lib a millennium or two, takes his shirt off again, gets involved with a mob, and fights a bear. That's right, a bear! In Central Park. Actually, the bear scene is pretty funny, although I felt pretty bad for the bear by the end because Arnold just destroys him. He was just hanging out in Central Park, minding his own business, when the Austrian oak just jumps him for no reason at all and beats him to a bloody pulp. And what with the bear, the camel in Conan the Barbarian, the dogs in True Lies, I'm surprised the RSPCA isn't after him. Anyway, he meets a girl, falls in love, resolves daddy issues, and yada yada yada. It's just bad, okay? The acting is horrible, and Arnie often isn't even the worst culprits. The characters are borderline racist cliches. The music doesn't know what it wants to do with itself. But despite all this, it threatens to cross the uncanny valley of so good it's bad on occasions. But really, it's just a bad, bad movie. A few years ago, the owners tried to sell the rights on eBay and got no takers. Shocking, I know. Ultimately, if Hercules in New York contributed anything to cinema, it was to get Arnie's fingers burnt and show him what Hollywood really could be like. Aside from a few minor roles, it would be over a decade before he again starred in his own movie, and the rest, they say, is history. So, one for the die-hard Arnie purists, or those with a sadomasochistic wish to watch bad films or something, I don't know. The body count for Hercules New York is 6 and 1 bear, maybe. I've been the Bearded Tea Cozy, this has been Rated Arnie, and I hope you'll join me for another episode coming soon, and remember, the only way is up.